take 2 steps into the tall grass of Route 1, the screen flashes, and there it is, again. The ubiquitous purple rat, aggressively blocking your path to much cooler monsters. This chart plots the base hit points of every single normal-type Pokémon in the franchise. Out of dozens of creatures, Rattata sits dead last. A base HP stat of exactly 30 makes it extraordinarily fragile. Catching thousands of them leads to acute player fatigue. In mobile games like Pokémon Go, players actively dread finding its shiny variant, widely dismissing the neon green rodent as the ultimate trash encounter. Look at the objective metrics. Between the abysmal defensive stats, the totally uninspired design, and an overwhelming spawn rate, this creature was engineered by the developers to be utterly disposable, which makes one specific character from the Johto region incredibly bizarre. Early in the game, an NPC named Youngster Joey asks for your phone number and proceeds to call you constantly to brag about his Rattata. Joey relentlessly insists that his completely ordinary, low-level rodent is somehow in the top percentage of all Rattata. It became a massive, enduring joke within the community. But we should ask a different question. What if Joey wasn't actually delusional? What if there is hidden genius embedded inside this boring purple pest? In the competitive battle scene, there is a paradox. A completely untrained level 1 Rattata can theoretically defeat a level 100 legendary monster in a one-on-one fight. The community calls this the F.E.A.R strategy. It requires a highly specific sequence of moves and a specific held item to exploit the underlying mathematics of the game engine. First, holding a focus sash prevents a lethal attack, leaving Rattata with exactly 1 hit point. Then, Endeavor forces the legendary monster's health to plummet, matching Rattata's 1 HP. Finally, Quick Attack's enhanced priority guarantees the final winning strike. It is a masterclass in exploiting game mechanics. The strategy turns extreme fragility into a weapon, using the game's own math to dismantle the strongest monsters on the roster. This cleverness extends beyond battle mathematics. The franchise's world-building also uses Rattata to explore complex ecology, specifically through its Dark-type Alolan variant introduced in Generation 7. The Alola region is heavily based on Hawaii. In the real world, Hawaiian laborers faced a severe agricultural crisis when invasive rat populations began decimating their massive sugarcane fields. To protect the crops, locals attempted a method of biological control. They imported an aggressive predator called the Asian mongoose, specifically to hunt down the rats. The plan failed catastrophically. Mongooses are diurnal, sleeping at night and hunting during the day. The rats are completely nocturnal. The two species almost never interacted, and the island was left with 2 devastating invasive pests instead of 1. The developers directly translated this ecological disaster into the game. The mongoose-like Pokémon Yungoos was officially imported to the Alola region for the explicit purpose of hunting Rattata. To survive this new predator, the local Rattata adapted. They entirely shifted their sleep cycles to become strictly nocturnal, eventually evolving into the vicious, dark-type Alolan variant we see today. The Alolan form functions as a historically accurate record of invasive species management, grounding the creature's fantasy design in real-world ecological failure. Extracting this hidden value requires intense dedication. Beating the grueling master-trainer battles with a Rattata requires exploiting rare abilities like Guts paired with a facade attack, turning deliberate status conditions into raw power. It forces us to look past its identity as a disposable Route 1 nuisance. Beneath that exterior is an efficient giant slayer and brilliant ecological survivor. This reflects a design philosophy that persists throughout the series. The games are not just about collecting the biggest, most powerful dragons. Rattata's implementation suggests that the most mundane encounters can hold significant mechanical depth. It's a design that rewards those who look past the surface to find complexity in the seemingly generic. Within this system, a glaring weakness, like a low HP stat or a common spawn rate, often conceals a specialized mechanical interaction that only reveals itself to those looking for a specific advantage. Youngster Joey wasn't crazy. Whether through mathematical manipulation or deep ecological lore, any creature can be in the top percentage if a trainer is willing to look closely enough.